What is going on, faithful? I hope you guys are excited. I know I'm excited after that awesome win. We sweep the Rams again. Awesome game. So we're going to talk about that later on. Okay, so we're going to talk about the Rams game. We're going to talk about what happened in the Jeff Wilson trade. We're also going to talk about should we get OBJ. But before we get into it, I do want to say huge thanks. My last Niner video, it popped off for whatever reason. We got so many subscribers, we got a lot of likes, and in return, we want to say thanks. So we are on the go to get 300 subscribers. So once we hit 300 subscribers, we are going to be doing a giveaway. I know we just did one, but we're going to be doing another one. So thank you guys. Tell your friends to subscribe. You guys subscribe. Once we hit 300, we're going to be giving away an autographed either jersey, mini helmet, or football. We're going to release some details as we get closer to our goal. But huge thank you guys. That was awesome. So hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and check us out on TikTok. We're on TikTok as well on NSP Football Talk. So San Francisco 49ers, we go out there, we sweep the Rams. Awesome freaking game. That's actually, I do want to talk about this later on in the video. Title of this video is should the Niners go out and get OBJ? Right? That's probably the most asked question that is asked to me is, hey, how do you feel about the Niners going out there and maybe acquiring Odell Beckham Jr.? And I give him the same answer every single time. Why would we? Honestly, why would we want to go out of our way and get Odell Beckham? Excuse the dogs in the back; they're having their fun time back there. But why would we want to go out there and get Odell Beckham when we have a stacked team? When we got the best trade in the league, CMC has just been phenomenal. And I get it, adding Odell Beckham to any offense will be an upgrade. I get that, but I don't think we do need that. I see it more as a distraction. I know he's real close with Debo Samuel, but we don't need that distraction in the locker room. We have Debo Samuel, who was dealing with the injury. He's going to be back. He's going to look healthy. He looks great already. We have Debo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, who's been playing lights out. It's his contract year. He's been playing phenomenal. George Kittle, which like I said, I want to get into it later on. George Kittle, and then now we have Christian McCaffrey. What else can you ask for? What do you do when you're a defense? You ask yourself, what do we do? You know, we have so many weapons and so many options. It's just fun. So no, I don't think we should go out and get Odell. Will it be cool? Will it be fun to see? It might be, but it just doesn't really uh, interest me all that much. So no, we don't need Odell. We were good where we're at. I don't think we need any distraction in the locker room. Yes, it might boost morale. But it's just really he's the culture that the Niners have. I don't see Odell fitting that. But yeah, that's huge. Another thing I want to talk about is Jeff Wilson Jr. I talked about this last video, literally last week, is that I think the Niners should go out and trade Jeff Wilson Jr. Now, I did not want them to trade Wilson. I love Wilson. He's been with the team for quite a while, and he's come up from nothing to having a starting position, and he's been phenomenal. I like that guy a lot. He stepped up big time this season for us. So a lot of thanks to Jeff Wilson. Thank you. Good luck out there in Miami. But in a way, it's a good thing that we traded him, right? It's because it was his last year, and next year he was probably going to be a starting running back somewhere else from what he showed this past season or this season going on right now. So I'm glad he went with a familiar coach, Mike McDaniel out there in Miami. He's also with Raheem the Dream Mostert. So that's good for him. And I think he's going to fit in very well over there. And I'm glad. I'm glad we were able to get something out of him. We got a 5th-round pick. So if you think about it, we traded CMC for a 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, right? Different years, of course, but we got that 5th back. So we got that back. We're getting our money back from players that we weren't going to get anything out of. So it all works out. Jeff Wilson Jr., huge thanks. Good luck out there to Miami. Thank you for the 5th-round pick, Miami, and let's just keep on moving forward because now we got CMC, and now we have Elijah Mitchell coming back after the bye week. That is huge. Having a 2-back lead out there with CMC, Elijah Mitchell, and then you're going to see the occasional TDP who I think is having a good season. We just haven't been seeing too much of him for whatever reason. But TDP is a great not third down back, but a great 3rd back to have. And another guy that we don't talk about nearly as much is Jordan Mason. We haven't seen anything of Jordan Mason, and I don't know the full story on that, but that's another guy to keep an eye out, and he has a lot of talent, But finally, Cal Shanahan has an elite running back, and that's Christian McCaffrey. And you saw the playbook just blossom of what is inside Cal Shanahan's mind, which is awesome. CMC, he did something that I haven't seen, I believe, in my lifetime. I know it happened like in 2011 or 2014, but I'm not too sure if I was that into football as I am in right now. But he ran for a touchdown, caught a touchdown, and threw a touchdown pass. He did all three. He's a dynamic guy. It's awesome to see what he's doing. It's awesome to have someone like that for the San Francisco 49ers. And the first time in Cal Shanahan's career with the Niners, he has a solidified running back one. It's awesome. And no, not bashing. Don't take this the wrong way. I'm not bashing on Elijah Mitchell or Raheem Mostert or Jeff Wilson Jr. or any of the past guys that we've had before. I'm not doing that whatsoever. But I mean, usually we get late round draft picks, we make rookies shine, as we saw last year with Elijah. But that's not the case this year. We got a good back for the next 3 years, and hopefully he can stay healthy. But now you saw a Rams defense struggle with just the addition of Christian McCaffrey. I really want to see. I'm excited, right? I'm not saying, oh, Super Bowl bound. I do feel like we have a Super Bowl team, but I'm not saying it's a straight shot from here. I'm excited to see how the defense try to plan against the 49ers offense now that Debo's coming back. That's huge. You saw last week, there's been plenty of times where they left George Kittle kind of wide open because they were so focused on CMC. And even though they're so focused on CMC, they couldn't stop him. They couldn't stop the man. It was so fun to watch. But now that Debo's coming out, so now you have another huge threat coming in. Who do we double cover? Do we double cover Debo, Ayuk, George Kittle, CMC, and also, guys, we also tend to forget that Kyle Juszczyk was out of that game. That is huge. Juice, man, that's a huge part of our running offense, and he wasn't there. We utilized a lot of the tight ends. To help block, but big uh big impact on the offense, and we still did it. We still got the ball rolling. And then I keep saying like and then, but I'm just so excited, and I really hope you guys are excited too. But now that Trent Williams is back, you saw him in the line. You saw that that big difference that it made offensively. I mean, we're hitting on all cylinders. Jimmy G looks good, and that's another guy I want to talk about as well is Jimmy Garoppolo. And I know we talk about Jimmy Garoppolo almost every show, not just how dreamy he is, but how much this helps him out. He looked great out there because finally, like I said last week, we're going back to the Jimmy G playbook, which is quick passes, short passes, and every now and then you unload the ball whenever the guy's wide open deep, as you saw with Ross Dwelly catch, as you saw with the Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle in the end zone. It's out there, man. And Jimmy G looks so good. So I expect his numbers, especially for fantasy football. If you're in fantasy football, Jimmy G is a guy to have. Christian McCaffrey, I hope you have him, or I hope you at least try to trade for him. And Debo Samuel, his production is going to go down just a tad bit, but he's still an asset to any team. But anyways, yeah, Jimmy G is going to look phenomenal this year. Offensively, we're going to look great. We just got to stay healthy. Our offensive line, we got to hold. We got to keep on holding up our offensive line. And that's my biggest fear right now, even bigger than the defense. So now we can switch over to the defensive side. Um, we look good. Defense looked really good last week. And now that we're heading into the bye week, every single week that passes by, the Niners get healthier and healthier. How can you not be excited about that? I mean, we still need Eric Armstead to come back. I don't even know if Javon Kinlaw will be able to come back anytime soon, but that guy's still not on the field. Jason Verrett still hasn't fully committed to being on the field. That's another big time player that we have not seen on the field. You have Ward out there playing with a club on his fist. We're getting healthier and healthier every single week. And last week was kind of weird. And I hate to jinx this. I don't want to jinx this, but there was no injury report. There was no injuries. And I don't think that's ever going to happen again this season, especially from how we started and especially from past seasons. I don't think that will happen again. But we are looking good. And there's a lot to be excited about. I know I said this 10,000 times this episode, but there is a lot to be excited about if you are a 49er fan or if you're just a fan of football. And once again, I do want to say thank you guys for all your comments last week. I appreciate every single one of those. And people, they went into detail on, hey, man, you bash on Josh Norman, but this is this and that. And I was like, you know what? This guy's right. 100% you're right. And I didn't see it that way. I saw it one way. So I'm glad you helped me open my eyes to realize that. And, people put in their feedback. And yeah, we are good, right? Should the 49ers make more trades? That was last week. Someone said, nah, we good. Yeah, we are good. And I totally agree with you. I love all the positive feedback and I love all the negative feedback. It makes me better for when I do my next show. So I just want to say thank you guys again for all the comments, all the subscribers. Let's keep on growing. Let's hit 300 and we're going to do another giveaway. I like doing giveaways. I like giving back. We just did a giveaway of I still have it right here. I haven't shipped it off because the guy hasn't gotten back to me yet. But the Shaquille Leonard autographed mini helmet. So, and he was actually a Niners fan, the guy who won. So that's going to be shipped off to San Francisco here pretty shortly as soon as he gets back to me. But once again, I can't say this enough. Thank you guys, and let's get excited. Let's stay excited. I know we're on a bye week. Enjoy it, right? Go out, do some yard work, pick up an extra shift at work, put the pit on, invite your friends because you're not going to rage because the Niners are this and that. I'm one of those. I'm a huge victim of raging during games, especially when Jimmy G is under center. Again, not trying to bash on the guy. I love Jimmy G. I love everyone on the team, but overall, I think we hit good on the CMC trade. I don't think we should go get OBJ. I think we did very well on the Jeff Wilson trade last minute, right before the trade deadline. And last of all, I think we're good as a team. I think we're good as a team. We're on the back half of our schedule. We got one team that we need to worry about. We're 3-0 in our division. We got to worry about the Seattle Seahawks, which already blew out this year. And honestly, to be quite frank with you, I'm sorry, Vince, if you're watching this, but I have no idea how they're doing it. I really don't. I don't think they're a good team. I think I think they're heating up, right? I think they're fighting a rhythm, but I don't think they're a good team. So that's the Niners' biggest challenge coming up is the Seattle Seahawks. We got to sweep them. We have to, right? We got to win the division. Right now, they're in first. We got to prove where we're at because other teams are not slowing down. You got the Packers that are going to be coming back. You got the Cowboys are doing pretty well. New York Giants are doing very well also. So keep our head up. Let's stay strong, faithful. And until next time, keep on grinding.